jacking it. Choking the chicken, flicking the bean, yanking your chain, having a wank, ringing the devil's doorbell, shucking corn, singing soprano, polishing the yogurt rifle, and as it's become known in recent years, gooning. Why am I talking about this? Is it for the ad revenue? Because as we all know, sex sells. Is it because I had fun coming up with a bunch of ways to say that you're doing the vertical tango with Pamela Anderson and her 5 sisters? Well, yes, I did, but that's not the point. The idea for this video came from a recent post I saw on Twitter. I'm not calling it X. If Elon wants me to call it X, he can pay me. Like that one girl he allegedly... Ethical gooning habits. No AI. Support small creators. No gatekeeping. Be open-minded. Lube up. Be aware of the current political and economic climate. Well, that last one's just good advice in general, but anyways. And this wasn't the only one that I saw like it. Trying to goon on R34, but 95% of the results are AI art. And it got me thinking about AI in general. AI has become so integrated into our lives in what feels like the blink of an eye. It was around before, but things have definitely accelerated in recent years. Everyone was familiar with AIs that controlled NPCs in video games or that ran calculations, but things are much different now. Now it seems like every website you go to has some built-in AI assistant, or they're boasting about their new AI-powered features. And the most damning indictment of this new generative AI has been its effects on video, audio, and art as a whole. Generative AI is notorious for being trained off of artists' work in order to imitate their styles. The end goal here, of course, being to get the artist's work without actually paying the artist. Because God knows those billionaires have to save every penny they can, right? Look, everyone's entitled to their own opinion on AI, but some of us still choose to opt out of it whenever we get the chance. And this video was inspired by some of those conscientious objectors. Because following the original tweets, I saw tweets like these. I'm an ethical gooner. Of course I type -AI_generated before beating my meat. When I'm at the ethical goon sesh and someone links the artwork that we're gooning to, the ethical gooner rides into town at sunset. Tomorrow they'll be hanging innocents, and he's here to shoot ropes. Okay, that last one was just because I thought it was funny, but you get the picture, right? This is a real movement and I took note of it. This video was inspired by this curious collection of coitus connoisseurs, ethical gooners. So to understand this, let's break the term down. The ethical part comes from their conscious decision to not participate in any pornography created by AI. Lots of people post their tips and strategies on how to procure content that isn't AI generated. The gooner part is a slang term that's seen a surge in use in recent years. Its use is often derogatory, which is arguably bad, and people have talked about that, and I'll get into that in a second, but just hold on. And the term is far from new. Definitions from the website Urban Dictionary that date back as far as 2006 recognize the term as having been around for a while by that point, which would put its origins in the 90s or even earlier. And on that tangent, I've seen claims that it originated in queer spaces in the 90s, and I've tried to find evidence to support this, but the most that I've found has been discussion of the fetish on some gay sex websites, but even that was as recent as like the late 2010s, so if anyone has anything more on that, I'd be very interested to learn about it. And I understand research on this is hard because a lot of queer history wasn't well preserved. I'm definitely getting old because I remember a time when a goon was just somebody that a bad guy hired to do his dirty work. I have this shirt from when I used to skate that I can't wear anymore because now it makes me look like I'm part of some premium gooner club, so thanks, evolution of culture. I'm someone who believes in seeing both sides, and I'm not entirely opposed to the idea of AI. AI has always been around us. I mean, without it, I would have a 0% win rate in Counter-Strike.
Oh, I'm about to hit the fucking grossest shot of the year. Oh, are you what the fuck? What the fuck? I'm gonna get one of them doing this. Yes, yes. There we go. I won, yay. I'm a gamer, Mom.
They burn my friend.
There are certain tasks that I think AI is good for. Consider the following. You're a video editor and you have 2 cuts to make. One cut involves syncing some video to some audio. Pretty tedious work, but simple. The other cut is very intensive. and might involve the use of multiple programs. It will take up a lot of time. Doesn't it sound like a nice idea to let AI handle the syncing of the audio and video so that you can optimize the use of your time on the more intensive cut? I think 9 out of 10 people would say yes, and 10 out of 10 AIs would say yes, but that's because I trained them to say yes to anything. Watch. Hey AIs, is Silksong ever gonna come out?
Yes.
See, they don't know what they're talking about. The point is, AI has its place in our workflow. Ideally, I'd like to work without it entirely, but AI has been here and by all indications is here to stay. So if AI is now permanently affixed in our day-to-day lives, why not use it constructively? Why not use it to reduce the time that humans spend doing menial tasks, thereby optimizing the time we spend being alive, instead of using it to bypass the creative process entirely? If you are using AI to be a creative, you are not a true creative. If you are using AI to optimize the time you spend on things that get in the way of your creative process, you're still a creative. You probably hate that you're using AI at all, but you respect its place and don't try to use it to get around creating entirely. These are broad generalizations, and I could spend hours talking about the nuances of AI, and whether or not art created with the assistance of AI is even real art at all, but first of all, my degree is in communications, the most bitch-made degree of all time, and definitely not the credentials that qualify me to talk about this sort of thing. And second of all, I don't want to edit all that. It's gonna be a bitch to even edit this footage, but guess what? I'm still gonna do it because I'm in love with the process of creating. And in spite of all my bitching, that's what I think is at the heart of this issue. People who truly love creating will never skip out on a chance to be part of the creative process. If I wanted to make a painting in a certain style, I would learn from an artist experienced in that style. I would study the techniques of those I want to emulate and practice what I see and learn. I would spend time honing my skills organically.
If you want to see something, make it yourself. If you want something to jack off to, grab a chisel and a stone like the old days. You know what? Cavemen were the most ethical gooners of all time. No, I haven't forgotten that this video was initially about pornography, but listen, topics evolve. This is bigger now. That's what she said. Anyways, as I was saying,
if I want a certain piece, what I wouldn't do is steal another artist's canvas and then call it a creation of my own, because I didn't make that. I wouldn't go to a machine, give it a prompt, and then sit back and watch as it flings paint at a canvas until it vaguely aligns with the style that I gave it a command for, and does it as quickly as it algorithmically deems possible. Because in doing that, you're turning art into a commodity, when art was originally never about how fast or how easy you could make it. Art is what happens when you have something that burns inside you so hard that you can't ignore it. No matter what, it's in every part of your life, and you won't stop until you find a way to share it with the world. You bend metal into shapes, you find notes on a scale. You crush stones and blend paints to make the colors that you see in your head. You line up the perfect shot, you make the perfect cut of fabric, and you take joy in every moment of it because it makes you feel alive. No matter how tedious or painstaking the process, true artists will never give up because nothing will stop what we have in our heads. That originality and soulfulness will shine through no matter the production quality, and that's what I appreciate seeing in art. And I'm not the only one who thinks this way. I'm not the only one who wants to see originality in all facets of art, including porn. I found all sorts of tweets from both sides of the argument, and listen, I'm not the arbiter of good and evil. I'm not here to declare whether gooning is morally correct. What I'm here to talk about is the general consensus that people recognize soulless AI art. And there's a non-0% of people that are standing up about it. They're demanding more, not just for their goons, but for your goons. And for my goons too. They're fighting for the world's goons. And I, for one, stand with them.
Remember, ladies, if you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything.
AI-generated content will never go away because of the permanent nature of the internet. But the same can be said of true creativity. And as sure as that spark burns within artists, and as sure as my outfit has gotten more slutty as the video has gone on, the world will always have original content. But we have to help keep it alive.
We can leave behind much more than just DNA. Through speech, music, literature, and movies, what we've seen, heard, felt, anger, joy and sorrow. These are the things I will pass on. That's what I live for. We need to pass the torch and let our children read our messy and sad history by its light. We have all the magic of the digital age to do that with. The human race will probably come to an end sometime, and new species may rule over this planet. Earth may not be forever, but we still have the responsibility to leave what traces of life we can. Building the future and keeping the past alive are one and the same thing.
Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. It's a little bit outside of the realm of normal stuff that I do on this channel, but I like these little off-topic videos and things that give me a chance to talk about things that have been in my head. If you enjoyed, please leave a like and share the video around. Spread the word. And don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell. Whenever you're watching this, I hope you have a good rest of your day and an even better tomorrow. Leave comments for what you want, and I'll see you in the next episode of whatever I make. And until next time, this has been the Hotbox. Bye!
Hey, you know what they say? Go f yourself.
Hey, it's almost spring, unless you live in one of these countries along the equator, where Ra shines his scorching grace upon you all year round. So why not break in the season with some new merch from the Hotbox store, a division of our parent company, Omniship.
Omniship. The world is ours.
We got so many shirts. Fuck. We got like this one's cool, sleek, stylish, it's a pair of lips. Look, you can kiss those. What to kiss? I don't know, I'm a virgin. We got this one. Oh, it's a big knife. Look at that, it's a big knife. See, it looks like this. Just imagine that I'm not wearing 4 other shirts. And we got this one, look at skulls. Motherfucker. Yeah, see, this one comes off. The rest of them don't though, so once you put them on, you're fucked. You can get 15% off of your order if you use this code, and it's the easiest and most direct way to support the channel. And if you order $100 or more of merch, I make a shit ton of money. So order today, hotbox.creator-spring.com. The Hotbox store. YouTuber merch that won't get you bullied. Order now. I have your dog. I'm gonna do it.
Okay, best or worst video of my career. Choking the chicken, flicking the bean, yanking your chain, having a wank, ringing the devil's doorbell, shucking the corn, singing soprano, yogurt rifle. Chicken, bean, chain, wank, doorbell, corn, soprano, yogurt rifle. Here we go. I don't regret it yet, but let's see, there's still time. 10 more pages to go, there's still time. Is it because I had fun coming up with a bunch of different ways to say that you're doing the vertical tango with Pamela Anderson or... Wait, fuck. Fuck that up, god damn it. The idea for this video came from a post I saw on Twitter. No, I'm not calling it X if he wants it to call it... When I'm at the Ethical Goon Sesh, someone links the art that we're gooning to. Oh god. I'm saying this all out loud. I mean, without AI, I would have a 0% win rate. Fuck me, come on. AI has always been around us. I mean, without AI, I would have a 0% win... Fuck! Granted, you'd probably wish that you could use... Granted, you probably hate that you're using AI at all, but at least you're not using it to substitute the What am I trying to say here? You probably hate that you have to use AI at all, but at least you're... What? They're out there fighting for the world's goons. And I, for one, stand with them. Jesus fucking Christ. Dude, how do I say this with a straight face?
We lost the samples. We lost the mock-ups. No red, we lost the mock-ups. Oh, fuck me. So why not break in the season? Order now. I have your dog. I'm gonna do it.